Today I'm going to cover the Flex FX 1131 brushless half-inch compact drill driver. This is one of my latest purchases. I picked this up in New Hampshire about 3 weeks ago at the Rochester Lowe's store. They had about 4 of them in the box with the kit, bag, charger, battery, and they were marked down to $45. I asked the manager if they would do anything, and he took another $10 off, so I picked up the kit for $35. Pretty good deal. Some specs on the tool: 5 and 55/64 inches long from here to here, wide 3 and 1/64 wide. With the battery, it's 3 and 31/64. Weight wise, 2 pounds 8 ounces. With the battery, 3 pounds 14 ounces, and that's a 2.5 amp battery that came with it. Just for comparison to the Flex Turbo hammer drill, this is 3 pounds 12 ounces, so 1.25 pounds more than this compact. This compact, compared to the regular drill, not the hammer drill, compare it to the FX 1151. This is 17% more compact, 22% lighter, 650 inch-pounds of torque. This was released in April of 2023, so it's going on 3 years old. 2-speed, you have 0 to 500 RPMs in speed 1, 0 to 1800 RPMs in speed 2. You have an 18 position clutch, 17, and then the extra dot for 18. Then drill mode. Like most Flex tools, it's on the heavier side, so you have to take that into consideration. However, I think all the positives that you get outweigh, yes, that's a pun, outweigh the good things that the Flex delivers. The fit, the feel. Trigger control on this seems really, really good. It feels like you can really dial this in when you need to. We're going to take this out in the garage and we're going to put it through some tests and see how it does. All right, we're going to put the Flex FX 1131 through some tests. I have a 1-inch spider spade bit. I'm going to try it on speed 2, drill mode, fully charged 2.5 battery. And let's see how it does. Treated 2x6. All right, can only go that far. Speed 1, it finished the job, but couldn't do it in speed 2. Now we're going to try it with a Spider Stinger 1-inch auger bit. We'll start out gear 2. As we saw in the previous clip, it couldn't do the spade bit, but we'll try it. Now, cut out. Only made it about that far. So we drop her down to 1, go back in the hole. Yeah, it took her down. For this round of testing, we're going to see how it does with a 4-inch number 10 wood screw, T25 head. I have Milwaukee Shockwave, the T25 bit. Do it on drill mode, speed 2, and we still have the same Flex battery fully charged. no pilot holes. And this is the same test I did in the last video with the impact driver. I'm gonna go back and I'll put it on a stopwatch to see how it did 4 of them. Although I'm doing 5 here, I'll just do 4 for measurement to see how it compares against the impact drivers. As I said in that video, you have to decide for yourself if a drill driver or an impact driver is the right tool for the job. I'm not going to tell anybody how to do their work. But this is fast. Really. All right, for this set of testing, same drill, same setup, Milwaukee Shockwave, bit holder, T25 bit, same battery, same compact drill. What I've done now is I've taken the halfway point of the clutch, which is at 9, because that has 18 settings. We'll see how consistently the clutch works. No pilot holes. Let's get it in forward mode. Okay, cut out right there. Second one. Ooh, that's pretty close. Drove it a little bit farther on that one. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty consistent. Wow. I haven't tested a lot of clutch settings on drills, but from what I've seen, now that one not quite as far, but what I've seen that from other channels, that actually is pretty consistent. So if you're working with delicate materials, I would say this might be a viable option. You'd have to do more testing on the clutch settings, but that seems pretty good for 5. I mean, you have these 2 outliers, a little low, a little high, but I think, you know, the average and the medium there is pretty good. All right, for this round, we switched to a T30, still Milwaukee Shockwave bit, but went from T25 to T30. And I have 2 of these structural type screws. They're both 5 inches. This one is 3/16. This one is 1/4. Now, if it's anything like the impact drivers, this one will actually go faster because it has a self-tapping, self-drilling bit on it. But let's see. Fresh area right here. We're back into drill mode, speed 2. And battery has dropped 1 bar. Same compact flex drill. Oh, cut out. Couldn't do it. I'm a little surprised it couldn't do that one in speed 2. All the impact drivers were able to do it, both of them. All right, for this final test, we got a WorkPro 1/4 inch socket adapter onto an Astro 1/2 inch Nano, 5 inch lag, no pilot hole, which I had pilot holes with the impact drivers. We're gonna start on speed 2 and see what it can do. Got to put her in forward again. Cut out, about a finger's width away. Go down to 1, and it finished it. See if it'll take it out in two. Nope. All right, so for the most part, this is a very solid drill. Does it have the power of the turbo hammer drill? No, but you wouldn't expect it to. It's less than half of the inch pounds, but it's a pound and 4 ounces lighter. It feels good. If you're driving deck screws and you want to do them faster than the impact drivers, this might be your tool. It's about the same weight as a couple of the impact drivers. So again, I'm not going to tell anybody how to do their work, but I'll show you what it does, what I've done with it, and I don't think it's a bad option at the end of the day. Again, Flex makes really good tools. Okay, following up with the testing out in the garage, I took 4 times from the screws, put them on a stopwatch, 139, 169, 141, 149, which gives you a total of 5.98 seconds for the FX 1131 compact 1/2-inch drill. And as you can see from the times that I took on the impact drivers, the Metabo, Flex, M12, Craftsman 813, and Makita XDT 15, it would have finished second there. And it's a little heavier than I thought. If you go down to the weight, the Craftsman is the heaviest at 2 pounds 1 ounce bare tool, 2 pounds 14 ounce with the battery. Flex, yeah, as you see there, it's a pound heavier. So a little more than I thought from off the top of my head, but there's the actual figures. Does the pound extra make a difference? You have to decide.